Testing my audio. Okay, audio is good. Welcome in. Welcome to Transcendant. This reading will be the Guru of Meaning and Purpose. I am reading on 3 groups, and whichever group resonates to you, that's the one that you listen to monthly. Welcome in. Give me a moment to shuffle the cards, and we will do this reading. Okay, this will be December 2025, the Guru of Meaning. Let me say that again. This will be December 2025, the Guru of Meaning and Purpose. So, welcome in. What do I see? I definitely see a lot of, sudden shifts and changes in the energy. This could be changes in the way that you think, the way that you speak, okay? What it is that you're trying to create, okay? The decisions that you're making, it's changing. There's a new belief about partnerships, what you see within partnerships here. as it's reflected back to you. I feel like for you, there's been this liberation with your sense of who you are. And this new meaning and purpose of, or new belief of who you are. You've released an old belief. Okay. And you're stepping into a newness in the energy as you proceed forward in this truth. I feel like for some of you, there is this energy here where you're tempering who you deal with here. That seems to be a running theme in this energy for December. Who you share with. There's some boundaries here that's being put up in the energy. Some discipline, some structure in who you share things with, who you allow full access of your energy. I feel like for you, you've really learned something in a connection, in a partnership here, and it's showed you something that you couldn't have seen otherwise. Okay. Some of you have really, like, I hate to say it this way, but mastered the art of relationships and partnership here. Somebody has really given you some truth, some clarity. You've really gotten some clarity with something that you needed, like an understanding here. Understanding and truth. I feel like work is good for you, or whatever it is that you're doing right now, purpose, meaning, it's good for you. There's victory here, recognition, success. And I felt like this comes right here after some sort of a change of a perspective, of a mindset, of a way of believing. So I do see a lot of metamorphosis when it comes to partnerships here moving into December for you. A lot of truth, because the truth is within you. And for some of you, maybe the truth has been mirrored to you. The truth of what was within here. So for some of you, I see you releasing some partnerships. And if it's a partnership that you're releasing, it's because there is no victory and legacy. Heidi. There is no future progression here. So you will be only investing in situations or merging with energies here where there's value, where there's expansion, where there's positivity and growth, okay? Where it's aligned with this inner truth that you have that sets you up for victory, because you want legacy, you want stability. You're really looking for the things that are meaningful deep within for you, and you know clearly what that is. Your mind is renewed as you go forward here in this energy, and you're really looking, your mind is on family, it's on love, it's on total love, it's on support. And so this is the energy that you're bringing into you. Maybe for some of you, you really poured out this abundance of love and support to other people and they were not reciprocating. So it's teaching you to apply a boundary to who you share that with, right? I feel like things are getting better for you because you're whoever it is that you've released, you've created space for the important partnerships here, the ones where there is this love and there is this nurturing and there is this support and there is this healing, right? I feel like there could be a little bit of harsh communication. Maybe it is this truth that is illuminated to you or mirrored to you. I feel like also there's something here with health breakthrough and sort of like an abundant energy. You're more conscious about how you look or maybe like how you treat your body. The stress, relieving the stress. For some of you, it's because you're really showing up in work here and it's requiring this very much balanced energy as you proceed forward, not to over contribute or overserve, okay? That seems to be quite a running theme as well moving forward in this energy. So there's a huge, liberation of who you are and who you deal with. And it's coming from some sort of a truth that you've gained either by communication, by understanding something here, or by it being mirrored to you. Something's making sense. It's connecting when it was not before. And I feel like there is this energy truth wise that is speaking about alliance and a similar vibratory energy here. If you're going to align with a group of people or friends or whoever this might be, excuse me, then it must be those that are of the same vibratory energy. And I feel like you've had a little bit of mishaps with like friends here, or, a feeling of blessings coming through at some point. This could also be you being very successful when it comes to work, but feeling like alone, so you're in a room full of people, but you still feel alone. That can most certainly be how that energy comes through this, the way that this is laying. But I don't see that continuing. I see you releasing the people who are incapable of this understanding, this merging. And I'm not saying that you don't want to have oppositional energy around you, because it does extend the perspective. This is different. Like I'm talking about like your inner circle, your home, your foundation, okay, of like what's really meaningful, the people that are really meaningful to you. And I'm not talking about like just people that you deal with here and there. I don't know if you had a friend betray you or you feel like a sense of betrayal, which could be this truth that's coming in here that really makes you liberate yourself from a situation that you felt um, very turbulent in. Some of you are kind of feeling a bit emotional as you proceed forward in December, okay, as well. It's very healing. You could be reminiscing on something that is very much tied to emotion that you're trying to find another way of expressing. This could be grief of a loved one. It's not super heavy in the energy, so it's not going to be abundantly a bunch of you. It's just going to be a few of you working through some grief. So for some of you, you've released a partnership and you are going out into the world with the energy of reciprocity, with truth, meaning, a new meaning and belief for you. And this belief is about partnerships and who is appropriate to share with, to merge with, to let into your energy, right? There's very much a discipline, Saturn, to like who you're sharing it with, who you partner with, who you're dealing with. Because there is this need to move forward into the future energy here with like a purpose and meaning. Whatever this truth, purpose, and meaning is to you. So some of you have released the old self. Maybe the old self that was abundantly loving, hi Jana, to all. And this seems to be a running theme through the energies that I'm picking up. Maybe you overserved. And, you know, you're viewing this differently and you're engaging the world more disciplinedly or structurally as you proceed forward in love and sharing your heart, in service and contribution. I feel like there's a lot going on in the work sector, though. It's very busy, which may be not leaving you much time to deal with things at home. Maybe you're tired, that could most certainly be what I'm picking up on in the energy here. You're a little bit tired because there's a lot going on. But I feel like you're having a lot of inner transformation, and it has to do with a mindset and like the way you see something, the truth. And we don't realize it, but sometimes when we are connected to a belief and it no longer is, because things can change, and I'm not saying that you need to believe anyway, it's up to you what you believe. But when we over identify with a belief, it can change the way we walk through life. Okay, and there's some energy here where either at one point there was some security that was found either in possession, whether it was someone trying to possess you or control you, or in deeply merging with somebody. And for some of you, it was trying to deeply merge with people who were unable to match that, because they were unable to reach that depth within their sense of self. You know what I mean? So choosing to walk forward in the future and temper yourself against people who don't align with deep merging, who don't align with abundant love, who don't align with loyalty, at a basic energy here. There could be something going on with children here, where there could be a little bit of disruption, or like something here that needs to be dealt with, where there has to be some structure or some restriction. Okay, so just keep that in mind for some of you. I don't know, you've had a breakthrough though with your sense of self, and this has created a breakthrough in who it is that you partner with proceeding forward. And I always say that authentic identity is authentic partnerships. It equals that reciprocity. And so you've made a decision, to move forward in your integrity by seeing the truth. You've released something, you've laid the past to rest here as you've moved forward. Okay. You're seeing it from a new perspective. And it took this shake up, this tower energy to create this metamorphosis for you. And where is this metamorphosis for you? It was in your truth, in this purpose, in this meaning, and it started in the thought process here. This truth has allowed you to see that the situations where you need to have discipline with merging with someone or connecting with someone, it's allowed you to see where there needs to be structure applied to self-worth and you getting what it is that you deserve, right? That your true worth is coming from within, the true you. So moving forward with a disciplined self-worth in this future mindset, you're just having this huge transformation. And it's definitely like inner transformation that you've been going through. I'm not saying that you're not talking about it with certain people, but it's inner transformation that's allowing this release of some things in here inside of you that's been a problem. And this could be some stuff from childhood, and this seems to be a running theme too. But you're really starting to understand why certain things make you feel a sense of security. And you're understanding why you've been put in certain situations where there was a lack of understanding, which led you to seek an understanding within. And you've seen this truth by doing that. Now, for some of you, you're choosing to only merge and come in connection with people who have a very powerful energy and they mean what they say. They're very disciplined in their energy and they're about legacy and, of course, reputation. So some of you might be aligning with different friends, different people, okay, different partners. Because you want a purposeful movement forward. And so someone must have purpose in order to move forward with you in the energy. You want value. Security within yourself, and you want to focus on yourself as you proceed forward and give love to those that are exclusive. Okay. So, really focusing on giving that love to those that are important to you and align with that truth. So, I'm hearing where there's a lack of understanding, I'm hearing charity flows from the heart that understands, discipline guides the soul's gentle hands. So it's like leading with a higher understanding of of where that heart needs to flow, right? With clarity and truth. And I'm hearing you decide your treasure inside. You decide to proceed forward. In life's journey, we find our true measure. Through trials and tribulations, we discover our true treasure. So, being led by truth and clarity and understanding, but understanding that those truths can change with time, right? Like as we proceed forward. Hello, Elsie. And understanding sometimes that our most valuable treasure is really within us. It's never anything externally to us. I say that all the time, but this is a little deeper way of explaining it here. So just keep in mind that when things feel turbulent and they feel like they're falling apart, they're actually falling into place. It is your mind releasing the things that are no longer true for you, okay, at this time. And for some of you, it could bring up some pretty heavy conversations with partners, okay, people that you're dealing with. Okay, that is what I got for you. So thank you guys for being here. I love you very much. And until I see you again, transcend. Peace.